After 4 qualifying rounds of the FA Cup, we are now in the FA Cup first round proper. Yes, we're in the FA Cup first round. Let's see what happens. Let's see who can pull off some upsets. Who can pull off the biggest upsets. Find all of it out and a lot more next.
Boys, if you want a discount on your energy, go and get my discount in the description. New Dan10 at checkout. Peace.
Hello and welcome to the Emirates FA Cup first round. The games we have are a lot of games. We're going to go through some of them today, well all of them today, but some of them will go a bit more in depth on, some of them won't bother. And we're starting off on Friday night with League One Luton Town versus National League Forest Green Rovers. Now, Luton came in at this stage. Forest Green Rovers came through one qualifying round to get here under under Jack Wilshere's care and Luton and Robbie Savage's Forest Green Rovers, and I'm going to go with a simple win for Luton Town of 2-0 to Luton. That is Saturday. That is a Friday game. We now go to the game on Saturday. Starting off with an Essex derby in Chelmsford City of National League South versus Braintree Town of the National League. So the lower team is at home. And I think this game could be a very interesting game, to say the least. I'm going to say in this game, it will be a Braintree win by 2-1. We now move to League One Wimbledon versus National League Gateshead. It's London v Manchester again in the FA Cup. And I'm going to say, in this game, we're going to keep this one short and sweet of a 2-0 win to Wimbledon, but anything can happen. This is the Emirates FA Cup. We now move to League One Barnsley. This is National League York City. Another Yorkshire derby this time. Two teams separated by a couple of miles, I think. I'm not actually... by 46.2 miles of Yorkshire pedigree. Yes, the Yorkshire boys are 46 miles apart from each other. And I'm saying, in this Yorkshire derby, it's going to be a 2-1 win to Barnsley. But as we know, anything can happen. Staying on the National League and League One theme is League One Blackpool versus National League Scunthorpe United. Now, as we know, so all the National League teams, like I say, have been through qualifying rounds like that. But all the League One and League Two teams have come in this stage. So yeah, I'm gonna say, and Scunny are a good team. Scunthorpe are a very good team. They were league status a couple of years ago, Scunny. But against a Blackpool team who are struggling, I'm going to go with an upset of a 2-1 win to Scunthorpe United. We go to League One Bolton versus League One Huddersfield Town. These two teams are separated by literally 4 points. These two are separated by 4 points. Yes, 4 points between these two teams. This game could be mental. And I'm going to go with a 2-all draw in this game, but I'm not sure if there's replays. If there is, Bolton. If there isn't, Bolton still win it on after extra time or pens, whatever it goes to. And then we go to National League Boreham Wood versus League Two Crawley Town. Now, Boreham Wood have been on an upward trajectory after last season. They were in National League South last year, struggling to find some form came up, and they are flying high in National League as it is already. They are top half of National League table, and Crawley Town and the bottom of League One, League Two even. I'm going to go with another upset. Bournemouth 1-0 win. They make that place a fortress at Bournemouth. We now go to League Two Bromley versus League Two Bristol Rovers. Again, these two teams are separated by literally Bromley are 11th, and Bristol Rovers are 16th. 17 points for Bristol Rovers and 21 points for Bromley. Again, these two teams are so close in thing. You could touch them basically. I'm gonna go in this game again. It'll be a close one, and I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win to Bromley. We now go to Burton Albion versus St Albans City. Yes, the St Albans boys are in the FA Cup first round proper. Yes, and we came through against Banbury United. I'm going to put some clips on the screen now. Of what it was after the game, but I will explain it all now. Now, as we know, St Albans are the Eastern Premier League, and obviously, but in the League One, you know what now. You came for a mammoth game. Am I confident in the boys? I mean, I've got to be. I mean, at the end of the day, we are St Albans at the end of the day. I mean, I can say yes, but I can say no. But I'm going to go with a narrow win of 2-1, and I've got some of my fellow St Albans fans to give us their predictions. So, Hannah, Dan, Charlotte, Stephen, Tom, go and let.
Hi Daniel, my prediction for the Barton game is hopefully going to be 2-1, but we'll have to see what happens at the game.
It's Hannah here. I just thought I would do score predictions. I am thinking 2-1. Obviously St Albans. Come on, you say. Thanks, bye.
Hey Daniel, so I was saying that it's going to be 3-0.
Hey Daniel mate, this is my score predictions for St Albans versus Burton Albion. I'm going to say 2-1 St Albans, but it's going to be a tough game, so hopefully we win. So come on you Saints.
Cup game, I predict St Albans to win 3-1 against Burton.
See what you got, Saints fans. Come on, you Saints, and let's see if the Saints can get through to the second round. We now go to National League North, Buxton Town versus the same league as Albans, the Eastern Premier Division, Chatham Town. I mean, again, we're guaranteed at least a couple of non-league teams in because there's a lot of non-league ties in the first round. I'm going to go with a win to Buxton by 2-1. We now go to League 2 Cambridge versus National League North Chester. Again, short and sweet. Cambridge are struggling though in League 1. Cambridge are really struggling in League 1 at the moment. Like, really struggling at the moment in League 1. They sit in League 1. That's the wrong league. They sit in League number 1. I mean, League 1 or they're in League 2. They sit League 2. Oh, fuck, I can't read it. Oh, they sit 13th in League 2. And Chester are good, but I'm gonna say at home, with the home advantage and the home crowd, 2-0 Cambridge United. We now go to League 2 Cheltenham. This is League 1 Bradford. I'm gonna again keep it short and sweet. Both Cheltenham Town are struggling at 20th place in League 1, League 2, but Bradford are 3rd place in League 2, League 1 even. And I'm going to go Bradford to win it, 3-0 for the biggest one so far. We now go to Colchester of League 2 versus MK Dons of League 2. MK Dons are 4th place in the league, 2 points off top. And Colchester are currently sitting in 14th spot behind Cambridge. And I can only see this game going one way. MK Dons are flying in the league at the moment. 2-1 to the MK of the Dons. We now go to League 2 Crawley Town versus League 1 Doncaster Rovers. Now Crawley Town, no, Crew, Alexander, not Crawley, Crew I meant Crew, not Crawley, Crew, Dan. Crew sit in League number 2 in 9th position, a point off playoffs. And as you know, Doncaster are a very good team. And I'm going to say in this game, it will be a 2-1 win to the Dons. 2-1 Doncaster Rovers. We now go to an all League 2 affair between Fleetwood Town and Barnet. Fleetwood Town currently sit 10th in the league, and Barnet sit a point behind them, but 2 places below them in 12th. This game is massive. Every game in the first round of the FA Cup is massive, but these two teams are separated by a point and 2 positions. It's mental. And I'm going to go with a win to Fleetwood Town by 2 goals to 1. We now go to Grimsby Town of League 2 versus National League South Ebbsfleet. Now, what can we say about Grimsby? 6th in the league at the moment, 2 points off of top. But as we know, Grimsby have knocked out Manchester United before in the past. I'm gonna go and Ebbsfleet. I'm gonna go with a 2-0 win to the Pilgrims. To Grimsby of 2 goals to 0. We now go to National League Halifax Town versus Exeter City. Now, Exeter again 2-1 Exeter. Some of these games I'm going to keep. Now we go to National League North team Macclesfield Town versus National League South AFC Tooting. I hope I am, but I'm not sure how. Let me see. We've only just got halfway through. Yes, there's a lot of games. Don't worry, it gets easier. Again, Macclesfield are a league. They're in the same league, but just north and south. They split it evenly between north and south. I'm going to say in this game, Tooting 2, Macclesfield Town 3. This will be the winning game of the week of the FA Cup. We now go to League 1 Mansfield versus League 2 Harrogate Town. Now, Harrogate sit 19th in League 1, League 2, and Mansfield sit 19th, but that league is incredibly tight. And I'm going to go in this game, Mansfield to win it 2-0. We go to League 2 Newport versus League 2 Gillingham now. Again, Gillingham sit 8th, but still sit very close to the top. Again, and they're playing against a Newport team who sit rock bottom of League 2. But as we know, the FA Cup produces shocks. Can Newport do it? They have been on FA Cup runs before. Can they do it again? I don't think they can. It will go over Gills. Gillingham 2, Newport County 0. We now go to League 2 Oldham Athletic versus Northampton Town. Now the Athletics, as we know, are good. Very good, in fact. Came up last year from National League, Normal 1, and Northampton are good. And I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Athletics. 2-1 to Oldham Athletic. We now go to managerless Peterborough versus Cardiff. Now, Peterborough sit bottom of the League 1, and Cardiff sit top. This is top, the bottom in the FA Cup, basically. Darren Ferguson got relieved of his duties in midweek, and Cardiff top. I'm going to go with a Cardiff win of 2 goals to 0 to Cardiff City. We now go to League 1 Reading versus Carlisle United. Now, Carlisle United. Now, I'm gonna be some sort of bias to Cardiff because my girlfriend's dad is from Carlisle, but I mean, we're not too good. But I mean, Carlisle, yes, did go down last year from National League, from League 1 to 2, but I think we win it 2-0 to Reading in this game. And we now go to League 1 Rotherham versus League 2 Swindon Town. Now, Swindon currently sit at the wrong league. Swindon Town currently sit second, well, level on points with Walsall, who also are in the FA Cup, but we'll get into Walsall in a moment. And I'm going to say in this game, it will be an interesting one of 2-0 win to Swindon, because Rochdale aren't doing that well. They currently sit in 15th in League 1. And we now go to League 2 Salford City versus League 1 Lincoln City. Again, Salford sit third, but 1 point behind. And Lincoln sit sixth, but also again 2 points behind. So both these teams are relatively close to the top of both leagues. So it's going to be an interesting game to say the least. And I am going to say in this game, it's going to get away of Salford. Not by much, by 2-1 to Salford City. We now go to National League South Slough Town versus National League Altrincham. Do not ask me at all about anything about these two clubs because I have no idea where they sit or how they get on the league. Yes, I could check, but I'm not going to check. I'm going to say Altrincham to win it 1-0. We now go to Spennymoor of National League North versus League 2 Barrow. Now, this is 2 apart. This should be easier than Barrow. Of 2-0 win to Barrow. We now go to table topper, second place Stevenage of League 1 versus League 2 Chesterfield Town, is it? I think is it Town, or is it normal Chesterfield? Just normal every Chesterfield. Stevenage sit second but level on points with Cardiff. Chesterfield sit 7th at 3 points of top. Again, League 1, League 2 are incredibly tight for good teams, and I think that Stevenage Borough at home will claim advantage and win it by 2-0 against Chesterfield, and the Borough will march on to round 2. We now go to Sutton of National League versus National League North side AFC Telford. I have not got a clue about any of these two teams. I'm going to keep this short and sweet and say Sutton have AFL quality in this team. 2-1 win to Sutton. And there we go to Tranmere Rovers versus League 1 Stockport. Tranmere are in League 2. Sitting in, that's League 2. Sitting at the moment in 18th. And they play against Stockport, who sit 4th. Again, very close to the top. Stockport to win it 2-0. We now go to National League Wilston versus Southend United. Again, short and sweet. Stockport, Southend. I mean, National League Team Key. I'm going to go Wilston to win this 2-1 to Wilston. We now go to National League South Western Supermare versus National League South, but both National League always shot now for shots. As we know, they call for shots in this league. They're going to win, and they're going to call for shots in this game. 2-1 to Aldershot to put their place in the second round of the FA Cup. We now go to League 1 Wickham versus National League Southside Hemel Hempstead. Hemel, yeah. I mean, obviously I'm going to say Wickham. Obviously I'm going to say Wigan. 2-1 win to Wigan against Hemel. Hemel, we hate Hemel. Now go to Wickham Wanderers versus Plymouth Argyle. Now Plymouth Argyle sit 22nd in the league, and Wickham Wanderers also sit in the bottom. So this game is like a interesting thing down the bottom. I'm going to go with a Wickham win of 2-1. We now go to National League Brackley versus League 2 Notts County. So both these two teams are very close in their respective leagues. And I am going to say in this game, it'll be a close one. Brackley, I think, can pull off an upset. 2-1 to Brackley. You're pleased to hear that is Saturday done and dusted. We now go on to Sunday and we start with National League North team, South Shields versus Shrewsbury. Now the Shrews, as we know, are a very good team in League 2. They currently are sitting Shrewsbury 21st. And I'm going to say in this game, Shrewsbury to win it by 2-1. We now go to Eastleigh of National League versus by table-topping Walsall. Yes, Walsall are top of League 2 and will win it comfortably 3-0, our joint second one. Now we go to Port Vale versus Malden and Tiptree in the Easterman. This is Malden and Tiptree are the lowest ranked team in the competition in the Easterman League North Division, I think. Yeah, well, the lowest rated team in the comp left. No, yes, they are. I think, or Gainsborough. Them or Gainsborough lowest too. We'll confirm that. But yeah, I mean, Port Vale will win this game comfortably. 3-0 to Port Vale. We now go to the penultimate game. Is Gainsborough Trinity versus Accrington. Now, Gainsborough Trinity have had some shock wins. And will they beat League 2 Accrington? Yes, they will, because Accrington currently sit 22nd in the league. I'm going to go Gainsborough Trinity 2, Accrington 0. We go to the last game. This is a Monday night, which is Tamworth versus Leighton. Now, if you didn't know, last year Tamworth did beat Tottenham Hotspur and a lot more teams to get through to the FA2. They went on this mad one time and got through to the third round and then got beaten by Spurs. And, can they repeat the feat against League 1 Leighton Orient? I think they can do. 2-1 to Tamworth, and that will bring this mammoth FA Cup to an end. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you lot on tomorrow for Premier League game week number 10 of the Premier League. Yes, we're into double figures for the Premier League. Until then, boys, what will happen in the Emirates FA Cup? Will there be some big shots? Will the Saints get through? We'll find all that out and a lot more in round 2. But for now, I'll leave you with round 1. The FA Cup, boys. It's going to be done. Let's enjoy it and let's see what happens in the FA Cup first round. Goodbye for now.